Please be stable. That would be appreciated. Thank you. Excellent condition. Good, good, good. All right. Hopefully, I'm coming through okay. Hopefully, I'm coming through okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully, I'm coming through okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully, I'm coming. Of course, it's echoing like crazy. Uh, Hopefully, that's not going to be the case entirely. Hopefully, I'm coming. Hello. Thank you for joining. Of course, it's echoing like crazy. Uh, Hopefully, that's not going to be the case entirely. Okay, let's see now. All good. Let's see. Twitch. Oh, nice, nice. All right. Almost ready to start. I'm just copying and pasting. Lower than the recommended bitrate. What? Definitely be tripping, YouTube. Yeah, you said the stream health is excellent. Don't give me crap. Today is not that day. We're streaming for charity, after all. You know what? I'm gonna stop there. I think I've saved it to plenty, to plenty. Not saved it, sent it to plenty of people. So, all right, here we go. Just need to. Man, tight squeeze, tight squeeze. Ah. I really need to do something about my current setup. All right, let's get it. Let's get this going. All right, hello everybody, and welcome. I know it's been a little bit with the holidays and everything. So yeah, I decided to end this year with an Extra Life charity stream. And I'm planning to do the Atari 50 Anniversary Collection, which is a really nice. It's one of the nicest collections that I've seen in quite a bit. Yeah, it's like you don't get a whole lot of these anymore, which it's a bit of a bummer. Miss the days when you can get you can get a good chunk of older games for the price of one, as well as some bonus stuff. So for those not aware of Extra Life, they are a non-for-profit organization associated with the Children Miracle Network hospitals. And they raise money to help families with sick and injured children, recover and, make sure that, it doesn't leave families with, with a really hefty bill, even after insurance. So, since I am from the Chicagoland area, I am playing for the Anne and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago. There are 2 shortcuts, so that will lead you to the donate link. The donation link is also on the upper corner over there if you want to kind of type it in manually. As far as the game list, since this is just going to be the Atari 50th anniversary collection, it's just going to be the games in that collection. And I found a link from IGN that has the whole list of games. I've also unlocked the 5 extra games that you had to unlock when you first get the game. A little bit of a challenge, but I was able to do it. So yeah, what's nice is that here you get all sorts of images and factoids about the history of Atari, and you even get to see some developer videos. There's their arcade. There's a section on their arcade, the Atari 2600, kind of the events leading up to the video game crash, when Atari had home computers. And this is like the post-crash with the Lynx and the Jaguar and all that. But of course, we are interested in the game. So the nice part also about this collection is that, they have their arcade titles. They have, of course, most of their titles are going to be their 2600 titles. They also have a handful of 52 and 7800 titles. Most of those titles were third party, so Atari didn't really provide too much there. They also have a couple for the Lynx. They also have some games of the 800. Even the Atari Jaguar, not the CD though. And this also included some unreleased prototypes as well as some reimagined games made courtesy of Digital Eclipse. The ones that put this collection together. So yeah, let's see. What game is my favorite? From Sonic? That's a tough one. I mean, Frontiers is really, really good, but you have Mania. You have the original release of Colors. You have Generations. You have the Sonic Adventure titles, and some handheld titles, and of course, the original Genesis games as well. So, kind of have to really think about that one. Okay, so yeah, since this game does not have online multiplayer, I won't be able to incentivize audience participation this go round. This is only local as far as I know. And I don't know who else who's viewing will have the game either, even if that. So for right now, we're just sticking to the $1 donation for some on-screen and vocal effects, courtesy of Dixper Studio. And a $5 donation is $5 donation will be picking the next game. So let's see. At a bit of a loss on what to pick first. I don't want to, as much as I kind of want to start at one of the reimagined titles. This is Atari. We should be starting. We should be starting. Starting a little bit more old school here. let's see. Let's see. Man, already almost at 30 minutes, and I haven't even picked a game yet. You know what? Ooh, Asteroids Deluxe. You know what? I'll do Asteroids. Yeah, the control scheme. I might have to look up the control schemes in regards to some games because it can get a little crazy because they were originally made for a more simpler controller. Basically the kind that has like a joystick and like one or two buttons. So translating that to a more modern controller is a little bit of a weird. It's gonna lead to some weird quirks. Ah. Okay. Obviously, since a lot of these games are also kind of on the shorter end, um, with a few exceptions, I won't spend too long on them. Yeah, I mean, these were the kind of games that very likely your parents or grandparents would even play back then. It's quite a number of this stuff, predates a lot of what Nintendo, Sega would do. In fact, nice little factoid. One of Atari's major third-party publishers that actually, got their start with the 2600 was Activision. Before they kind of became everybody's, source of ire as Activision Blizzard. Um, but I think it's just mainly first-party titles that's part of this collection. And not any third party stuff. There are some bleh, flashback classes that through I cannot talk. There are some there are some collections that do have more than third party titles. The flashback classics being one of them. Metal Gear was also pretty early as well, but it's not Atari it's not Atari ColecoVision Magnavox Odyssey. Ooh, I received a donation. All right, thank you, Jude Knight, for donating $5. And you also get to vote on the next game. So I'm not sure if you're watching via YouTube or via Twitch. But you do get to decide on the next game that I get to play within the Atari 50 collection. I need to stress that. We're just sticking with the Atari collection today. Um, so, in order to see what is available on the collection, type in the shortcut starting with the exclamation point, game list. Um, and you will see what games to choose from. No, it is not. Coaster Tycoon is not on here. We're talking like old games. You may want to go to my Twitch and type it up. I don't know why it's not working on YouTube chat. Or actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. I might have something to fix that actually. Give me a moment. Let's see. There we go. Click that link. That'll have the entire game list. And yes, I do have all the games unlocked too, so there's no need to worry about All right, you want to see Fatal Run? Okay, we can do Fatal Run next. After I finish this game of Asteroids Deluxe. But yes, thank you for the $5 donation. It's much appreciated. Apologies that the alerts are not showing up. For whatever reason, Stream Elements shows the alerts when I have like the widget settings and I preview them, but they're not showing in the actual stream. I'm gonna have to kind of look into that and see what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna. So Fatal Run. Okay, actually, yeah, let's sort by title. All right, well, I do not do Streamlabs anymore. I basically have done some Stream Elements since it was kind of found that they were kind of doing a little bit of a shady business. Yes, I do have a Stream Elements link as far as donations directly to me, but since this is a charity stream, all the donations go through the Extra Life link up top. So yes, all donations today are for the Extra Life. Well, I mean, what we could do is let's check out the yeah, I did that. I'm not sure why why that didn't really work out for me, so Okay, Fatal Run programmed by Steve. Oh, it's like a racing game. I am going 10 miles an hour. Okay, I'm gonna need to see the instruction manual for this one. Or actually, okay, up, down. Oh, I just used the control pad. Up, down, left, right, fire weapon. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, this is pretty nice. Ah! I don't think I have a weapon, so I'm going 200 miles an hour. Woo! Okay, okay. Oh, and I think that might be like my health or something. Do I have like no gas or something? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. When you haven't used like the D-pad for movement in a while, it feels so weird going back to it. Especially because even uh back then you actually would be using a joystick for the Atari 2600 games. I'm surprised, you wouldn't be using like a. Oh yeah, I also got some holiday favorite Jelly Bellies. I really do like Jelly Bellies. Um, they have an eggnog flavor, a candy cane, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, and hot chocolate. I know. I think one of the mistakes that I didn't do for my Able Gamers stream like about like a month or so ago was that I didn't have anything to kind of keep my energy up, so I was kind of a little bit during the stream. Yeah, popcorn's pretty nice too. I usually get Garrett's for my family, but I didn't do it this year because I I went pretty big with the gifts, and now my bank account hates me. Okay, so there is a I know you're really tempted you're really tempted to get the Aqua Neo droid. Okay, there is a there is a 7800 version. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I could. Oh, did I already like use up all the missiles? Hmm. I mean, already I can have a little bit of like an easier time of what's what. So I have a bit of a grasp on fuel. Let's see. I'm already doing better in this one. Oh yeah, I should note that if you want to do the if you want to do the Dixper effects, do those through the incentives of the Extra Life site. Do not do it through the link that you see occasionally being posted on the Twitch chat. Oh, I can But yeah, I think the 78 the Atari 7800 was kind of Atari's answer to the NES post video game crash, and it's also one of the first consoles to have backwards compatibility, because you can play 7800 and 2600 games. Thing was, Atari kind of had to kind of readjust itself after relying on the 2600 for so long. And the console that they made right after, the 5200, wasn't all that good. The Atari was also before my time too. Technically, the first, if let's see, yeah, the Atari was kind of more of my dad's time, really. Let's see. Trying to think what would be kind of my time. Would it be the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, even though I was a baby, or would it be more of the Nintendo 64? I mean, I guess technically the Game Boy could also count, but more so the Pocket and the Color than the original, handheld, because that was before I was born too. Making. Well, I mean, we better hurry. We're almost out of fuel. Kind of getting a lot of hits too because of the. Wait, did I like restart the game? Okay, that was interesting. I didn't think I was doing that. No, sadly, this is a Daytona USA, although it would really be nice if we can get a re-release of the Daytona series. Oh, I was also thinking of cruising too, so. All right. There isn't really too much to see in regards to these games, so I am going to kind of move on to another one. Um, but um, I will I will see about taking more requests. You know, we still got plenty of time left for the stream. And again, request is only $5 donation. So you know what? Let's actually showcase one of the reimagined. Uh let's show off one of the reimagined games. So let's do you know what? Let's do Neo Breakout. We'll do Neo. We'll spend some time with Neo Breakout. So yeah, the Breakout series is, you know, where all the Brick Breaker games come from. The most notable kind of variant of the Brick Breaker genre is Arkanoid, which I've been meaning to get their Eternal Battle digital game, which kind of contains, you know, all the arcade Arkanoid titles as well as a battle royale. The only downside is not a lot of people decide to get it. So if you're playing multiplayer, you're likely playing with computer characters because those are used to fill in when you don't get enough people. But yeah, there's also a bunch of other imitators and the like, but Atari's Breakout was the first. All right. Time barrier breached. Now we get all the colors and the fancy effects and all the crazy stuff. Oh no! I'm already not doing too good. I keep forgetting that I could do like the quicker motion with the R stick. Ah! That's why I don't usually do it. Darn phone notifications getting me all distracted. Ah! The nice part is that you can select the stage. It's just, yeah, you're gonna likely also be restarting your score. All right. Well, happy birthday to your mom. I think my great grandmother had a birthday on Christmas too. Obviously, she's no longer with us, but I mean that's still pretty close. um, but yeah, I know quite a few people that have their birthday pretty close to Christmas. Man, how far low is it gonna go? Come on. Oh no! There we go. Oh no! Oh, that's the highest score that I've gotten. Okay. So yeah, I unlocked up to stage 7. Um Not sure if I'll be playing all the stages, cause I wanna also showcase, the original releases of Breakout. But yeah, I had to unlock the 2600 port of Breakout by getting to stage 6 of this game. The nice part is that you don't have to start from stage 1 every time. You can just if you get to stage 5, you can start with the last stage that you were on. Oh no, my paddle is smaller. So yeah, planning to play until like around 10:30 tonight. Okay, yeah, this is the one that, I had to spend a good chunk of time in. Ah, I got the high score again. There's also a battle breakout you can play with, I think, with someone at local multiplayer. Another fun fact, someone who I think programmed some of the early Atari games is also a professor at the college that I used to go to. In fact, the kind of the digital media school where I got my film and game design degrees from is now named after him. So yeah, look up Eugene Jarvis when you have the chance. And while I haven't been able to, interact with him personally during my time at DePaul, because yeah, I think he was teaching when I went there. It's still nice to know that a very influential figure in the video game industry teaches at the school that I went to. I know I've been meaning to get back into designing games at some point. I just have not been able to be consistent with that particular endeavor, especially since there's quite a bit that I have to relearn. Especially because programming was not one of my strongest suits. And of course, I would have to be kind of relying a lot on myself and whatever help I can find on like forums and stuff. And plus, even though HD gaming was very much a thing, when I went to school in like the late 2000s, early to mid 2010s, it still changed a whole lot. When I graduated in both 2013 and then later with my master's in 2014, we were, I think, just had the 3DS and Wii U as well as the PS4 and Xbox One come out. Motion controls were still in quite a bit of games, and yeah, I don't think VR was even too real. Wasn't even as realized as it is now. And I think mobile gaming was when it really also was kind of getting even more, it was kind of moving to the next level outside of, very mobile specific games. And even the mobile specific games were getting higher in quality too. So yeah, it's crazy just how much has happened in just the past 10 years. Oh yeah, and PC gaming was also kind of hitting their second renaissance with like Steam and other online shops. As well as just, online multiplayer and gaming and storefronts in general. I just can't help but hit the top of that, can I? No! Okay, I'm gonna continue where I kind of left off at the last stage, but then after that, we are gonna proceed with, showing off, the older breakouts, and then we'll go from there. Provided that a donation doesn't come in and, request a game. Yeah, I did see your comment in the chat. I just can't always react to it because I'm just, I'm playing the game. I try to respond as often as I can, especially because I don't have any like commentators and stuff. But that isn't going to be a guarantee, especially when down the road I'm going to get more people viewing the stream and interacting with the chat. So I try to respond as much as possible, but I can't really I can't really promise that I'll always get to whatever comment or whatever. And it's not like I'm trying to ignore people. It's like I'm also trying to play the game. It'll be less awkward when I get like eventually get people co-commentating and stuff, so that way I can you actually get to hear people talking more and not just me. But at the same time, you can only do so much. Part of live stream is people doing something on the live stream. Okay, well, I unlocked a new stage, so I think that's pretty good. So let's see. Let's sort by title. So that Breakout. Okay, so the original Breakout had both an arcade and a 2600 release. Ah, man, how do I... This is weird. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of have to get used to some of the button placements in certain games. Yeah, the original Breakout can be a little unforgiving, but there really wasn't anything to kind of go off of, back in the day. Can't really oh shoot. Oh yeah, the strangest thing is going on in regards to, I think it's a Firefox issue. For whatever reason, even though Firefox is saying that it supports, the same sites that Chrome does, uh, it feels like it only wants to support sites when they feel like it. And I'm kind of seeing it the most with Twitch and StreamYard. Twitch, every now Twitch will still like allow me to log in, but every now and then it won't let me log in. And then yeah, I can't remember the last time I had StreamYard working in Firefox. And I know that some of the functionalities, get kind of gimped in Firefox compared to Chrome. But yeah, it's like lately it's just becoming kind of more apparent. And for as much as it would be nice to just use Chrome, it eats up a lot of my computer resources like nothing else for seemingly no reason. And it's a web browser. That should not happen. I don't get it. It's like, why is a web browser eating up most of my resources when I need it for like other stuff like streaming and playing video playback? Uh, I mean, Chrome is like kind of a backup anyway. Because yeah, for me, it's like I either go between Firefox or Chrome. I know the search engine DuckDuckGo, which I like to use as a search engine nowadays, just came out with a browser, but you can't really do much with that. And there was a time where I also kind of used Opera, and I know Opera also has like a specific gaming browser, but I'm not sure the compatibility is in regards to that. And I think having like 2 to 3 game browsers is enough, especially because you're at least guaranteed to have Safari on Mac and Microsoft Edge on Microsoft. Thankfully they finally killed Explorer, Internet Explorer. Yeah, that was just on life support. Yeah, I think Mario Galaxy was 2007, and I was in high school then. I was on like the later half of high school. And my sister, I think, was in middle school, I think. But yeah, I kind of missed out on it originally because, for whatever reason, I did kind of had a little bit of, a weird, kind of that. It wasn't so bad that it was, elitist, but it was still a little on the gatekeeping side where it's like, ew, what is this motion control business? Why can't why can't Nintendo make normal controllers? And I think like completely like ignoring the fact that I think the closest thing Nintendo made to a normal controller was the SNES. Because yeah, it's like the N64 is far from normal, and while the GameCube, like many others, I have very nostalgic memories toward the GameCube, but it was also a little on the unorthodox as far as button layout's concerned. When you compare it to the PlayStation 2. But yeah, as far as the games that came out when I was born, well, I was born 2 weeks before the very first Sonic game, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on the Genesis. I'm trying to think what also came out in '91. I think maybe Mega Man X came out in '91. I'm trying to also think of F-Zero, because I know the Super Nintendo came out in 1990. But I'm not sure what games came out in '91. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't even until late '90s where I even started getting into like the console games, and even then the quote unquote console that I spent the most time in was actually in handheld, which were the Game Boy systems. And it wasn't until like the GameCube where I really started getting into like your uh your typical hook up to the TV console gaming. Because yeah, I think most of the other games that I played in my early childhood were PC games back during the 95 and 98 days. And man, was that a time. That was definitely a time where waiting 15 minutes for the computer warm up was normal instead of, instead of thinking that something's wrong with your computer. And where you have to use, CD-ROMs um, to both install and, play the game. Assuming that they weren't already pre-installed in, like Minesweeper or Solitaire, or that 3D pinball Space Cadet. That was very that was like a staple in many Windows XP owner day. That was my first desktop. Was back during the Windows XP days. That I got as a middle school graduation present. Internet was also dial-up, and you got to make sure no one had to use the phone while someone else was using the internet. All right, that is Breakout on the Atari 2600, and I think there's also a Super Breakout. Okay, well, no, we played Neo Breakout already. Okay, well, yeah, that's... Okay, so yeah, there's Super Breakout on arcade, Atari 2600, and Atari 3200. I think characters can play both offense and defense in Mario, in any Mario Strikers game, because I think you're only playing as four characters. Yeah, they don't typically follow conventional soccer rules where there's dedicated defense, dedicated um, offense, and people that, and like a couple of players that go in between, like your midfielders. I'm already doing better here than the original arcade breakout. Okay. Oh, so I get two paddles. Oh, but there's also two balls. Yeah, it's like I'm not good when there's more than one ball on the screen. Kind of like pinball, I kind of easily lose track of the other balls very quickly. Oh, there are actually button cues on selecting your game and inserting credits. Oops. Let's see. They don't like bounce off of each other. Man, I'm doing worse on this one. I know it's the most riveting gameplay, but this is how people had fun back in the late 70s and early 80s. Where just simply playing a game on the TV is the novelty, as opposed to playing a board game, a card game. Whoa! It just suddenly wanted to get fast on me. Oh, there's like 9 different breakout games. I know this is a shame that the blocks don't bounce, that the ball doesn't bounce off. Okay. But it's also a very early game, so not gonna go too crazy over it. Whoa! It just got fast all of a sudden. Ah! Gotta go fast. Ah! That was actually a pretty good round. Why is it going fast all of a sudden? Why is that the one that I managed to save? Oh, but I get like 3 points. Oh no. My headphone wire is like caught underneath my heel. It's not a good thing, especially if I move it the wrong way, then down goes like everything. Oh, why are you going fast too? Although I'm doing pretty darn good. No, not bad. Yeah, I think like the 9 different games, so to speak, is like 9 different modes. Kind of don't want to spend too much time on them, given the fact that there are also plenty of other games that we could also try, and you know, kind of only want to be going for like another hour and 45 minutes, I think. So don't want to spend too long on Breakout. Oh yeah. Wow. Ah! All right. Let's try out the 5200 game, and then I'm gonna break for a bit. Also, kind of wanted to check to make sure that my stream is still holding up. Uh, Twitch, you doing okay there? I'm not sure, but at the very least, YouTube's holding up. Sorry for those that are watching on Twitch. I mean, hopefully it's coming through okay. I know YouTube, you guys are doing you guys are doing okay. Just want to make sure that everything's coming out okay. Gonna have some jelly beans. All right, I'm getting a live feed again, thankfully. I think. This is gonna be pretty annoying. Cause yeah, it's not like I'm dropping frames or anything. It's just the internet wants to be a pain in the butt today. So I am just going to proceed as planned. There isn't really much to this one. There's more motion and sprite work, but that's about it. Cavity breakout, progressive, double cavity. Okay. Well, I mean, it's also kind of, you know, technically still part of Christmas because since it was on a Sunday this year, a lot of places are observing Monday as Christmas Day. so everyone can get a day off. So I think he just kind of wants to spend a little time with his family. Or, he also streams too, so he might want to start a stream of his own. It's okay, I'm just glad, if people, visit, stop on by, be like, hello. If they want to stay the whole time, that's great. If not, that's fine too. Okay, getting a little tired of breakout, so we are gonna move to something different. I'm gonna take a bit of a break, and then I am gonna return shortly. So I'll be right back. All right. Uh, all right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. All right, everything's all hunky dory. Awesome, awesome. Uh, trying to. Okay, let's get back to playing. So, as far as what to play next. Oh yeah, I had to spend a lot of time in this game trying to unlock the game that you get from uh defeating certain enemies at wave 3. Cause yeah, it basically combines asteroids. Oh, it's Lunar Lander, not Missile Command, and Tempest. So basically, it's like mashing all the vector games at once. I don't like this one because if one gets hit, then the other goes as well. So yeah, it's more of a twin stick. But all in all, I do like this one. It's basically a modernized vector graphic twin stick shooter. The lunar lander part gets me a little bit. Because yeah, you have to make sure that you land evenly and you're not descending too fast. And I'm not sure if this is still Lunar Lander or not, but... Alright, and then we go to, I think, the Tempest part. Alright, I used to get stuck at this wave quite a bit. Yeah, there's additional enemies now. The meteors, actually asteroids get faster. Cause yeah, you gotta be careful. Cause as soon as you start going the teeniest bit faster, it gets you. I think you only get limited shields when you're down here too, so I gotta use mine wisely. Oh. Alright. Not a bad run. See how well I do in wave 3. Oh, I was just being bounced around quite a bit. But yeah, there are also some like unique enemies that show up here. Holy cow, that No, that's pretty unforgiving. Alright, there we go. Alright, alright. I don't think I've gotten this far at Wave 3 before. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, just so I don't get caught, stuck on one game again. Let's see. Because, yeah, there's Gravitar, Lunar Lander. Oh, yeah, Missile Command was something completely. So. Play some Tempest. Well, I mean, you're playing Smash Brothers, so you're not really murdering them. You're just you're just beating them up. Yeah, because, yeah, I don't think there's another Tempest game until Tempest 2000. I think it's one of the few worthwhile few worthwhile games in actually one of the kind of the few worthwhile games to get on the Jaguar. All right. Hmm. Doing pretty good. Super Zapper Recharge. All right. But yeah, the Jaguar was supposed to kind of be like the next step in gaming. They claimed it was like a 64-bit system, but in actuality it was 230 232 bit processors working in tandem together, which, as it turns out, was not the same thing. Funny enough, they even nicknamed the processors Tom and Jerry after the iconic cat and mouse duo that try to every waking moment inflict bodily harm on each other. Well, yeah, I used to watch a lot of Tom and Jerry and just Cartoon Network stuff in general. Back when, back when Warner Brothers gave more of a crap about Cartoon Network. I know it's weird. It's like Warner Brothers is one of the pillars of animation history, and the person who took over as CEO wants to like do away with as much of it as possible. At least in terms of Cartoon Network, you know. I guess anything that isn't like, Looney Tunes or classic Hanna Barbera, which nowadays is just Scooby Doo. or or DC Comics, because DC has part of DC is has their animated series too, tandem with like all the comic books and stuff. Man, it just kind of depresses me. Like especially since, I grew up more as a Cartoon Network kid as opposed to a Nickelodeon fan. I think my girlfriend was Nickelodeon. Uh has more of that Nickelodeon nostalgia. Sorry. It is starting to get a little on the later side, but I am going to try to aim for, streaming until 10:30. Yeah. So as far as and I am gonna kind of probably make like an update video as well as kind of a yearly reflection video. Um, just kind of going over the year and my plans for next year. I never really got a chance to stream Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, so that's what I'm gonna start the year with, and then I am planning to tackle an RPG, specifically Kingdom Hearts 1. I've been meaning to replay that, especially in proud mode difficulty, so gonna do that. And I'm hoping to have more discussion streams and just add a little bit of variety um, to the content that I'm creating. I'm hoping to do more edited related content. Well, right now for highlights, um, because I know I kind of had to step back from doing that stuff because the stuff that I originally had planned, uh, just wasn't really working out. So let's see. We haven't really played anything from. from the links or the 800 just yet, so okay, I gotta see what this Malibu bikini volleyball is all about. This the concept alone just kind of sounds a little ridiculous considering the fact that it's just a handheld game. You see, you can't even. Hey, just some dudes playing volleyball. Okay, how do you even control this game? Up, down, left, right, sir, spike. Uh Needless to say, I didn't know what I was expecting, and I'm kind of disappointed. Oh, hey, I have a point. Yeah, I'm kind of quickly losing interest in this. Hmm. What is this Yomp game? What is this? What is Yomp? Yeah, it's like playing an old PC game, like a really old, like a really old. Oh no, I died. Finished level 1. Okay, I'm supposedly out of jumps, but I could still jump. This is an interesting trip of a game. All right. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all there really is to that. I mean, it's a fun game, but trying to see how I would get any further from it, I guess. Ah, man, it's been a while. You could tell it's been a while since I streamed. My shoulders, and my neck. Doesn't help that my viewing monitors are kind of at a lower level, and I'm trying to see around my webcam where the TV is. I know, not exactly the most ideal place, but I mean, I kind of want to go a little bit longer, but at the same time, I'm kind of running out of steam. uh, at some point, the Jelly Bellies just stop working. I mean, yeah, if I can't go to 10:30, I want to at least try for 10. Next question is, I haven't really played a lot of. I haven't really played a lot of Yar's Revenge, so oops. Not sure what I'm even supposed to do here. Oh. Oh, you can like switch between the. Oh, was I like not supposed to catch it or something? Ah. It's just straight up not working? Hmm. I'm a little confused on what to do here. So are you playing like online fights, or are you just doing like compute battles versus the CPU and like standard Smash fights? Ah, that did nothing. I'm doing something wrong. This is an unreleased prototype. Oh no. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I kind of get it now. Also, really sorry in advance for those that I should have really done like a flashing light. In fact, you know what? I should probably stop playing this. The flashing lights is not a good deal, especially for those who might be sensitive uh, to those. Oh, this is like one of those like. Oh, I am doing so bad. Oh, now I'm doing high speed. Whoa. Let's see. 3D tic tac toe? Interesting. Let's see. Yikes. Oh, CPUs will planes one of your fighters. Oh, that's nice. I think I drop a jelly belly. Shoot, don't want to leave that on the floor. I also opened this in like the worst way possible. So yeah, they're definitely going to be prone to falling. Ah, found it. Just gonna throw that out real quick. Actually, I think I'm done with the jelly. I'm gonna go. All right, sorry about that. No, I don't. I don't usually go by the 5 second rule, especially because carpet's not exactly the cleanest. So yeah, generally speaking, I don't go by 5 second rule. That's not the most sanitary. I guess. I mean, I guess with Jelly Bellies, it's not the worst thing to do because they're pretty. It's kind of easy to rub it off. But even so, especially with kind of being flu season and that even before the pandemic, you just kind of wanna make sure you don't invite yourself to any miserable time as far as being sick is concerned. I mean, I think I'm gonna kind of select one more game and kind of have that be the end of it because I am starting to feel pretty tired. And I don't think I can last another half hour. But I mean, we're approaching the 3 hour mark, not bad, and we played a good few games. Didn't really get a whole lot on the donation front. I got like a $5 one from a friend, which is still very much appreciated. But I'll do the 70. There's shield button. Let's see. I'm doing pretty well, and I say that, and I immediately get hit. That's that'll show me, that's for sure. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously play games for as long as you want to. It's just, in this particular instance, I'm playing a game while streaming, and, that lends itself to trying to be entertaining to people that are watching commentary and other shenanigans. Which is different than just, playing a game. Oh, you had a cupcake? That sounds pretty nice. Yeah, I know there are some Christmas cookies that will need to be eaten up soon. But obviously, I didn't want to have them up here because get crumbs all over. And I've also been eating a bunch of stuff, so I don't really want to overstuff myself with too much food, let alone sweets. I definitely need to start losing I definitely need to start losing weight next year. I was hoping to do it this year, but didn't really make much progress on that front. All right, not bad. I think I remember the first Asteroids game I got was for the Windows 95 and 96 platforms, and it was some sort of weird gritty take on it that Activision of all companies did. I don't think it was really received very well, but that was the one I grew up with. And of course, with it being Windows 95 and 96, well, I mean, 95 and 98, it's you're lucky if it didn't lag for a good few moments at a time as you're trying to do stuff. I know, it's nowadays, when something lags. Daisy's Final Smash is not as... I think it's the exact same one as Peach's, which, I mean, that's obviously easily the weakest part of Peach and Daisy is their Final Smash, but generally speaking, I do like playing. Also, sorry to hear about your mom. Yeah, my girlfriend's dad also passed recently, and this is their first Christmas without him, so she and her family are trying to cope a little bit with it. It's never easy trying to celebrate a holiday without a beloved family. This is, I think, the second Christmas without my grandfather, who passed away just before the holidays last year, so yeah, it's been a year already. Crazy. I think there's also another Asteroids game on the Links of all places. I don't know how to stop! This is already easier to play than the beach volleyball game. Apparently this was the last... Apparently this was the last game made for Lynx, too. Oh, and you also get a health bar too, which I think it's pretty nice. Ah, the asteroids are tossing my ship around. Huh. Wasn't so bad. I know there's also a missile command, but... You know what? Why not? Let's play some Pong. With myself. Very first video game in existence. Man, I'm either doing really well or really bad. It just depends on what your on what your how what perspective you're looking at. I think Battle Breakout has some Pong elements too. I think I remember that there was like also one of the PC games I had was also like a kind of like a Pong adventure game of all things. It was interesting. But yeah, it's basically video game ping pong. Or you could just get this. Oh, that's game. Hmm. Sweat, else, sweat. I mean, if I'm being real, I'm running out of steam. uh, Obviously, when it comes to donation streams, I usually hope for it to be a little bit longer, but I am just I'm just kind of I don't think I can keep it up much longer, and I also try to keep myself busy with stuff today, so it wasn't like game day where I kind of planned the whole day around it. This was just so that I could get a get another donation stream in, or just another stream in by the end of the year. Um, but I mean, at the very least, I think $250 is a reasonable goal to set for next year. Even though I didn't meet it, but meeting like roughly 2/3 isn't so bad. So Uh, but I mean, I guess with other charities outside of Extra Life, I probably would have to keep it like at 100 or something like that. But with all that said, I think I am going to call it a wrap. Um, if there is any stream going on for the remainder of this year, which is basically a week, it'll probably be like a reflection of this past year and sort of going into plans for next year, which is kind of like gonna probably be in a form of both of a retrospective and an update video. But I could also easily have that at like, you know, sometime in the start of next year, like early in the month of January. Um, so yeah, I think I'm just going to call it for today. Thank you to everyone who stop on by during the stream, as well as to my friend who also donated. That was very much appreciated. Um, and hopefully, we'll have more exciting stuff in regards to next year. I definitely want to get the next kind of playthrough series as started as soon as possible, which will be Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. But other than that, I hope you have yourselves a wonderful evening. Hopefully, you are enjoying your holidays, and definitely staying warm because it is cold outside now with the snow and the freezing weather. Even though it may get a little bit warmer a day or two and maybe some rain, we aren't going to be set to get that nicer weather until springtime. So definitely keep yourself warm if at all possible. I know that there are plenty of folks that are um, in the southern states that might have warmer weather here and there, but well, for one thing, you'll probably feel colder anyway because you're used to hotter weather, and two, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it gets cold and you get snow anyway, and it's a little slick out there, so I guess the end of the day is just to kind of be careful, especially when it comes to flu season. Got to do our best whenever we can to avoid getting sick. But I'll stop myself right there before I ramble on for too long. So, with all of that said, I hope everyone has themselves a wonderful evening and take care.